everyone. So the recipe of the week today is going to be carrot cake breakfast cookies. I'm going to send you a link, and I have to look at the recipe today because there, as you can see, so many different ingredients. I've preheated my oven to 375, and I already prepared a cookie sheet with parchment paper, and now we're going to start combining everything. It's a nice healthy recipe. I'm actually substituting 2 ingredients. The real recipe calls for honey or maple syrup. I'm using brown sugar a little bit because that's what I have in my house. And it calls for coconut oil. I just ran out, believe it or not, of coconut oil, so I'm using vegetable oil instead. And when you see the recipe, you can make adjustments too. I don't have raisins, it calls for raisins, so I'm using some craisins instead. And you could do that all the time with different types of recipes. So here we go. The first ingredient is we're going to take our oats and we're going to put them in a large bowl. We're combining oats, flour, baking powder, cinnamon. I love cinnamon. A little bit of salt. You always need some salt. Helps things cook together. And there's ginger in here. So I'm putting this ginger in. And you just whisk those ingredients together. Make sure it's all combined. I have a nice big bowl here to make sure everything is combined together. Okay, once you have those combined, you add carrots, grated carrots, chopped pecans. You can use walnuts or another nut if you want, and the raisins. So we have that all together in the bowl. We mix it all together. And you just stir it to combine it. Everything is kind of loose. So now we need some liquids to add into that. So now in a different bowl, I'm going to take, let's get these out of the way. I'm going to take my oil and my brown sugar instead of my honey, and I'm mixing that together until it's a liquid. And once that is mixed together, I'm going to pour this into the dry stuff. I'm going to make sure I get it all out. I'm going to combine it all together. And there should be enough wet to make these all stick. And that was my oven beeping that it reached its temperature of 375. I am going to use my wooden spoon instead of the whisk now to make sure everything gets combined together. And you just want it so that it can stick together. I'm working it here. Okay. Alrighty, just about done. I'm just going to add a little bit more oil to that because it's a little wet. Be right there. You want it to be, it was a little, the stuff wasn't really staying together as much as I wanted it to, so I'm going to make it a little wetter. Okay, much better. Now, all you have to do, they suggest using an ice cream scoop, but I'm just going to use a measuring cup, and I'm going to form it into a little, this is a 1/4 cup measuring cup, and I'm going to drop it on my cookie sheet. And yours may be a little wetter, which is fine. And I'm just going to fill my tray up with these, and I'm going to put it in the oven, and I will get back to you when I take them out of the oven. See you in a little bit. Okay, so they've been in the oven, these cookies, for 15 to 17 minutes. And I already turned my oven off because the timer went off. Now you're going to take them out and you're going to put them on a rack, a cooling rack. You're going to let them stay there for a few minutes, and then you want to take them off your cookie sheet and let them cool the rest of the way on the cooling rack so they don't get too overdone sitting on the cookie sheet. One thing, before I put them in the oven, I put them on the cookie tray in those scoops, and I used my hand to push them down so they can look like the cookie shape that they're in. So I hope everybody lets them cool and enjoys them, eating them for breakfast, for a snack. There's a lot of healthy foods in these cookies. And look for the link. I'm going to send you the link. Have a great day, guys. Bye.